Georgia, Nueva York. We got South Carolina in the house. Get excited, you guys. Get excited. This is the time to learn Espanol the easy way. Okay? You got this. You got this. Here we go. Piensa que la vida siempre es cruel. Tiene que saber que no es así, que no solo hay momentos malos. Todo pasa, todo aquel que piensa que... Yeah, I want to guys, because you know, I ain't got the voice. I don't got the voice. All right, you guys. I'm over here having a fiesta. How are you guys excited to learn Espanol conmigo? Here we are. We are now in the trenches. We are going into a world that you probably have never really experienced before when it comes to Spanish language learning. Hola, everybody. Welcome back to another Fluency Friday. I'm your host, Profesora Chris, the founder and CEO of Speak Spanish Easy. Put in the chat right now how you heard about Speak Spanish Easy. Was it through TikTok? Was it through Facebook? Was it through the IG? Was it through YouTube? Put in the chat right now. Who got you excited again to finally learn Spanish easily without grammar rules, without verb conjugations, right? Without all of the things, okay? I'm excited. I see TikTok's in the house. Facebook's in the house. I love it. I love it. All right. Let me tell you something. This is one of my favorite things I love doing all week. How many of you guys got a call from me? You guys got a call from me. I asked you why you want to learn Spanish. We had a little dialogue together. Yes. Who was on a phone call, on a text message, and an email this past week? Put in the chat. Say, yo, baby, yo. Yo, baby, yo, if that was you. Yes? Let's go. Vamos, vamos, vamos. This is what we're going to do right now. We have a wait room right now. Okay, Tika, I'm going to need your help. Okay, I'm going to make you host just for a minute. I need you to be in charge of getting the people in while I'm teaching, okay? If you can do that for me real quick. What we're going to do right now is we're going to get you guys excited about finally speaking Spanish. But before we start anything, I just need to know how many of you guys, we're going to do an audit here, okay? Just want to do a survey. How many of you guys have been introduced to Spanish from high school, where you were introduced to the language from high school? Go ahead and put it in the chat. Put yes, if that was you. If you were introduced and you said, "Ooh, this sounds nice. I think I want to get fluent in Spanish." And you went through high school, right? You did the exam, you got all the things, but you're still not fluent. Put in the chat right now if high school was your way of being introduced to this language. Yes? I see high school. Yes, muy bien. How many of you guys were introduced in college? Maybe you wanted to minor in Spanish. Put in the chat, put college if that was you. And you said, I just want to minor so that I can be bilingual for the career that I love doing. Yes? If that was you, put it in the chat, put college. How many of you guys know a little lady named Rosetta, okay? Tia Rosetta Stone, okay? Let me know. Do you know my Tia? Do you know her? Because she was promising people, hey, I'm going to get you fluent, and she teaching us green apple, okay? Let me know if you know my Tia Rosetta Stone. If that's you, put it in the chat right now. Put Tia Rosetta. Yep, I got the CD-ROM. I got all the books. I got all the things, and I'm still not fluent, right? Let me know. Yes, let's go, Tesman. Not Sophia. My Spanish mommy. So glad you're with us today. We who else we have up in here? Let me see. We got Crystal's in the house. Yanni's in the house. Teresa. We got April. We got Kesmet. We got Leah. We got Rana. Is it Rona or Rana? I want to make sure I say it right. Talita's with us. Sophia, Taisha. I love this. Okay, mira. Esto es lo que vamos a hacer. This is what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna finish out our audit. I see high school. I see college. I see Rosetta Stone, right? Rona that comes like Corona. Yes, I love it. Okay, now I'll never forget it. Carona. Okay, Rona. Okay, so listen, we did the college. We did the Rosetta. How many of you guys thought language apps is going to get you fluent in Spanish? You're like, let me just download this language app real quick. Let me just see how this does for me. Yes, put it in the chat right now. Put which language app did you download and let me know how that worked out for you. How'd that work out for you? Can you tell me? Are we fluent yet, Tika? Are we fluent with the Babel, with the Duolingo, right?
It didn't work.
And we've gotten to that point, right? Where we've seen things are not working, but you are constant, right, Kesmet? You have showed up. You said, I'm going to do this. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn this language.
That's what I'm going to do. You have showed up, and that's what I want to celebrate right now. So give yourselves a hand right now for showing up to this free Fluency Friday Masterclass, because you have met your match, okay? So where now, this is the last step to fluency, right, Chica? This is the last step right here. This is where we go. People get fluent for their world, right? I'm not promising you're going to know every single word in Spanish, okay? That's not what I'm promising you. What I'm promising you is that, like Sophia, you can go on your job, get in the hospital, speak to your patients in Spanish, and wow their faces. Right, Sophia? Kika, you can go into a cafe, speak your Spanish, and amaze the clerk that's helping you. That's what I call fluency. We got Dallas in the house. Dallas came through, one of our VIPers. That's what I'm talking about. I love, love, love seeing all my familia from all around the country inside of this masterclass. If you're just now here, this is your first time here, I want you to put yo, baby, yo in the chat right now. If this is the first time you ever see me, you're on TikTok live right now, okay? Or you're over here inside of our private Zoom room. And if you want to get in, go to the link in my bio. If you're here on TikTok and you want to be inside of our world and actually see my PowerPoint and all the things, go ahead and register, okay? And get the Zoom link sent to you via email. But those that are right here, let me tell you, this right here is about to be a game changer for you. The reason being is because you made the best decision right now to slow yourself down, to say, I still believe. Put in the chat right now, say, I believe. Yo creo. Put it in the chat right now. I believe. Yo creo. You can put it in Spanish, you can put it in English, but it's still mean the same thing to your heart, okay? I believe. Yo creo. What does that mean to believe? You have faith. Faith that fluency is accessible to you, not because of the color of your skin, not because of the age, not because of your income bracket, not even because of your last name, okay? Spanish is accessible to every single person who wants to use it. Let me go ahead and give you guys access to our PowerPoint for today, because I truly believe that once you guys see this today, you will not be able to unsee the truth that I'm going to reveal to you today, okay? The truth of the matter is I'm bold enough to say it, and people are not talking about this. I'm about to drop some gems to you that is going to blow your mind about Spanish learning. You are not in the place of you having something wrong with you. It's a confidence issue. The more you realize that the confidence is that's lacking, and it's not the knowledge that you think you don't have of this language, right? So I want you to come into this world, into this masterclass right now, and I want you to get to this place in your mind to say, it's not me. I just lack the confidence to speak it, right? So I'm going to show you by the end of this masterclass how you can speak confidently within the next 30 minutes. I'm also going to show you why we struggle with learning Spanish, right? Because sometimes we think it's me. I have a problem with learning a new language, right? I'm going to show you the fastest way to become conversational and leave believing again that fluency is possible for you. And so that one question we'll ask is, why do some adults become conversational while others just study for years but never speak the language? Okay. If you're an avid studier of this language and you said to yourself, if I just know enough grammar rules, if I just know enough verb conjugations, I'm going to get fluent in Spanish. Okay. So we're going to bust that myth today. All right. So why do adults never become fluent and become conversational? It's not you. You're not the problem. I promise you. It's how you've been taught. No one's sharing this with you. If you were to go right now and say, hey, I want to learn Spanish, Google. Okay. How do I start? Guess what's about to pop up on your Google results? It's going to say, you got to learn grammar. So go ahead and get this grammar book. You got to learn how to memorize 18,000 vocabulary words so you can get fluent. You got to learn how to translate in your head from English to Spanish, right? And then they try to say it's your fault because you're fearful of making the mistake. Or you may even have an internal thought of saying to yourself, I'm just going to wait until I'm ready, right? I'm just going to wait until I'm ready. My goal for you is to realize that that's not the road towards Spanish fluency, but the Lucas method is. And I've been teaching for the last 20 years and found out that adult learners that have been exposed to English as their first language can learn a second language with no problem but they first have to speak it. Put in the chat right now. Speak first. Put in the chat. In order for you to understand, it's not about just you looking to yourself for all the answers, but you've got to know that as it's being presented to you, you have to speak what you hear. I want you to think about a parrot. If anybody have a parrot as a pet, okay, in your house right now, the first thing a parrot does, it listens to its environment. And what does it do? It repeats what it hears. Put in the chat if you agree with me right now. You're like, yeah, that's right? Because it heard like 50 billion times, right? So that's what's going to happen for you as you embody this beautiful part of your new identity of becoming a bilingual Spanish speaker. We're going to have some real conversations in the Lucas method. You're going to have that confidence first mentality. You're going to have that real phrase that you want to say to a real person. And the weekly progress is exactly what you need to adapt in this season of you learning this language. Now, how many of you guys thought maybe I'm just not good at Spanish? Put in the chat right now if you're like, yep, that's me. I thought I was it, like it was my problem. Like I was the one that was messing it up because I didn't understand all of the rules. I didn't understand where the accent goes. I didn't understand why it's indefinite articles and why the verb does this and that, right? That you had a learning problem of learning the language. I want to just come to you today to tell you you are not the problem. Let's figure out who you are because we are in class right now. And as I'm the teacher, guess what's about to happen? You are the learner. And there's 3 types of learners that I've been able to teach over the last 20 years. And the first one is the silent learner. Put a numero uno if you can relate to the silent learner. This is someone who knows Spanish. That means they can hear it, they understand it. And then all of a sudden, they're just like, I understand every single word that the person is saying, but I cannot speak it. You freeze when it's time to speak. If that's you, you are numero uno. Put it in the chat right now. Numero uno. What about number 2? Numero dos. Are you the perfectionist? This is somebody that's like, I'm not going to speak this language because I'm not trying to offend somebody. I don't want to sound dumb. I don't want to sound stupid because I don't know the right words. Are you a perfectionist like me, right? You wait until every sentence is perfect before you speak. Put a numero dos inside of the chat right now if you can relate to that type of mentality of learning. And you're like, I just need it to be perfect if it's going to come out. Okay. That's what just needs to happen. Or are you numero tres? You're the forgetful learner. You're someone who's like, I just love going from class to class. Okay. I just get excited. Like I'm excited right now. Who's excited to be in this masterclass right now with me and finally learn some Spanish and understand how to learn Spanish, right? Put in the chat right now if you're like, yeah, let's go. La energía, everything I'm saying right now, you're getting it. I'm speaking your language right now. And you're like, yes, but you become the forgetful learner. I teach you something today, and then guess what? Mañana, you're going to forget it all. You'll be like, what did she teach me? What was it? She something about something. I don't even remember. And the person in front of you speaks Spanish, but you can't even tell them what you learned, right? You forget by next week. So when I tell you, you can fit in one of these 3 learner type of ways, but that doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. You just need to embrace how you learn. So who are my silent learners? Put a numero uno. Who's my perfectionist out there? Put a numero dos. Who's my forgetful learner? Put that at numero tres in there. And if you're all 3, put all 3, okay? Los dos. Just say todos, okay? Let me tell you, you are not alone, okay? Look at all these 2s. Look at all these 3s. Look at this. You guys see this? You are not alone. Look at Tika says uno y dos. Crystal says dos. Kesmer says uno. Dallas says dos y tres. See? Leah says dos. Teresa, dos. Taisha, dos. Mimi, dos y tres. Rona, uno y tres. Que bueno. So you guys see that this is part of the problem. We want so badly as Spanish teachers out there in the industry to say, let me do some type of test on them to see what level they're at. Are they an A1? Are they a B2? Are they a C8? I don't know what they are. You know what I'm saying? But how many of you guys have looked at those type of levels of language learning? That has nothing to do with you, okay? What you need to understand is how you learn. And that's what I care about is my student. I care about how you learn so that we can go against where you get stuck, right? So if you're freezing because you're a silent learner, guess what? We're going to unfreeze you. Okay. And you're going to start speaking. You're a perfectionist. You're going to start speaking whether it's perfect or not. Okay. Forgetful learner, I'm about to tell you, you need to learn the phrases. Okay. The phrases in this book. Okay. You need to learn the phrases and you need to apply these phrases to your world. It's called comprehensible input. That means that you're in a place to where you can finally say to yourself, I am going to take the time to finally learn Spanish. Okay. Because what you put in, guess what happens? Comes out. Right. And so that's what it's all about. So you guys said you're either silent, you're perfectionist, or you are forgetful, but there's nothing wrong with you. Can I just tell you? It's simply a different approach for each and every student that I work with personally. How are you guys excited to know that that has been answered? Like there's nothing wrong with your brain. Okay. You got a great brain. It's so smart because it speaks the English every single day. If you speak another language, you speak that. So there's nothing wrong with you. And that's why I created Speak Spanish Easy. I gave an opportunity to God to give me the reasons why I learned this language so easily. Okay. And 20 years ago, I said to myself, there has to be another way because of how I was learning Spanish. My dad is from Honduras, Central America. My mom, she's passed on, but she is African American. And I saw both sides, right? I saw him learn English here coming to the United States. And I saw my mom learn Spanish working in healthcare. And I'm going into my high school Spanish test thinking I'm going to get an A and I end up failing it, you guys. And in that moment, I had a decision to make. I said, I'm going to either let this define me, that I know how to speak this language fluently, but I cannot read or write it, or I could have just been muted for the rest of my life and said, you know what? I failed because I failed this test. But I decided to go the other route. Everybody say other side. Put it in the chat right now. Go to the other side, okay? Go to the other side. That's what happened for me. I decided to go the hard route so that you don't have to. I went through Spanish 1, 2, 3, AP Spanish. I majored in Spanish literature in college, got my bachelor's, went on to get my master's because I said, I want to learn the things that they don't have to learn in order to get fluent in Spanish. So I've been helping busy adults just like you speak Spanish with confidence. One of the things that I love is being able to see how it all comes together through my Lucas method. I was featured on Telemundo as the top Afro-Latina in the nation that's teaching Spanish in a way that's never been taught before. And we're creating the largest fluency movement worldwide with thousands of students that are breaking through their fears to finally speak Spanish and have conversations. So my mission isn't to teach you perfect Spanish today, but my mission is to help you confidently connect with people. Put in the comment section right now if you have said to yourself, I just want to speak to my neighbor. Like, I just want to speak to my coworker, my patient, my student. Who is out there that you want to speak to? Because that's your audience. That's who you should be speaking to. Put it in the chat right now. Who are you wanting to speak to? Right? I love this. Yes, put it in the chat. I want to read them. Who are we speaking to? Who are we speaking to? We're speaking to our mamas. We're speaking to our friends, our community. We're speaking to our clients. We're speaking to our neighbors. I see you guys. Yes. Who are we speaking to? In Espanol. Who are we speaking to? Just another individual. That's what I'm talking about, Shekinah. Another individual who speaks Spanish. I just want to speak. Okay. I love that. Well, let me break down the 5-step method that I put together that has been super successful for people to realize their road towards Spanish fluency. One thing you're going to see in these 5 steps are no grammar rules. You don't need to know that to get fluent. There's no verb conjugation. You don't even need that to get fluent in Spanish. Whoever taught you that was through the academia world. Okay. If you want to be a college professor, then you're going to need to know all of that. But 99.9% of people not trying to be college professors. Okay. Trying to teach this language. So the Lucas method is what I put together that has been helpful for people to finally see where they are in their language learning journey. The first step to fluency is this. Put it in the chat. L for the Lucas. It's an acronym. Means to listen attentively. If you are listening attentively, then you are able to finally recognize that Spanish is being spoken. Do you agree? How many of you guys can listen to Spanish and be like, hey, what's Spanish speaking? Somebody speaking Spanish. Can you hear Spanish or is it gibberish to you? Put it in the chat right now. If you can't hear it and listen to it, then you are not on your road towards Spanish fluency. Okay, that's the very first step. Think about that with a child. When they're learning a language, they first listen to it as babies. Okay, They listen to it. So congratulate yourself for that first step. Okay. You're on your road towards Spanish fluency. The second step is the U in the Lucas system, which is to understand with passion. Once you're able to listen, you can understand what people are saying. How many of you guys feel like, what is happening? I literally heard, Tita was just telling me the other day, she heard some people speaking Spanish and she understood what they were saying. She was like, wait, did I just hear some Spanish words and I understood it? Right? That right there, put in the chat, speak up what that experience felt like you to actually be able to tap in to language being spoken, right? You hear what I'm saying? This is what it's all about, is really building up your faith to know like, wow, I am tapping into a conversation, right? How do you guys want to know what people are saying about you behind your back because you don't look like you speak Spanish? Okay. That's the part that I love about being fluent in Spanish. People think I don't speak Spanish because I look just black. But can I tell you, I go into spaces, I'll be like, yo entiendo todo lo que está diciendo en este momento, y ¿sabes qué? No es bueno, okay? Las cosas que está diciendo, right? So imagine me coming in telling them, hey, I know everything you say in Spanish. Now, the third step, look at Constant, I see you, says, shut your mouth. I love it. The C is communicate effectively, you guys. The more we communicate, guess what's about to happen? It's about to be a game changer. Because when you can ask a question and then get a response, you're now having a conversation. Are you answering the right question when it's being asked to you? If I were to say right now, ¿Cómo estás? How would you respond to me right now? Put it in the chat right now. If I say, ¿Cómo estás? What would you say? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Quick. You gotta think. You gotta think. Muy bien, gracias. That's right. Bien, gracias. Bien. I see all the comments coming in. Mira. We're having a conversation. That's all Spanish is. Okay. It's about one person speaking, the other person listening. Okay. And you having that conversation. Now, put a C in the chat right now and put communicate, because I need you to realize that if you are not communicating, you are not having a conversation in Spanish. What that means is I've had numerous people come up to me, know that I speak Spanish fluently, and they know I teach Spanish. And this is what they tell me, and they're so proud to tell me this. They said, you know what? I love how you speak Spanish, girl. You be doing that thing. You know what? I understand everything you just said. I understand it all, but I don't speak it. How many of you guys have heard yourself say that? You've heard somebody say it, right? This is literally what I hear when people speak Spanish or, want to speak Spanish with me, right? And so we want to get you past the L and the U and get you to the C so we can finally start having some conversation, okay? Now, the fourth one, this is for my perfectionist, okay? The A in the Lucas system is the assess your results. The more you feel really confident to make mistakes, the better experience you're going to have. That means just like a baby goes from crawling to taking their first step to walking, does that parent look at that baby and say, once they fall, right, the first time, do they say, hey, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you walking already, right? No, we don't do none of that. We let them make mistakes so they can learn from those mistakes, let their bones grow and get stronger so they can stand on their own 2 feet. Guess what's about to happen in the language learning world with me? When you're in my community, I'm going to push you into the world of walking, okay? You literally are going to start feeling confident because I'm pushing you into the uncomfortableness of making mistakes. No, that's a part of learning, okay? Learning anything, how to ride a bike, how to play the piano. It doesn't matter. Whatever that is, you're going to make mistakes. Don't shy away from it, okay? Put an A in the chat right now for assess your results. When you are okay with making mistakes, making self-correction, having other people correct you, now you're in the game of learning and making mistakes, and that's totally okay, all right? Now, the last step to fluency, where people want to see the fluency promised land, okay? You don't want to stay over here in the wilderness, just going in circles with language apps, trying to get fluent, okay? Is yes, in the Lucas system, which is to speak with confidence. How many of you guys want to finally speak Spanish with confidence wherever you go? You're traveling to a Spanish-speaking country. You want to talk to the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, the hotel staff, the housekeeper, the restaurant owner, right? Who wants to talk and actually have a conversation, right? Maybe you're at your job. You got coworkers who speak Spanish. You want to have a little simple conversation with them every single day, right? You're a teacher. You want to talk to the parents and the students. You're a nurse. You work in the medical field and you want to speak to your patients with ease and confidence, right? Well, guess what? It comes with speaking. And that's where fluency begins. How do you guys feel really excited that I have a strategy that I just shared with you guys? And you're like, dang it, you got it all figured out, right? Well, let me tell you, fluency isn't built, okay, by just memorizing words, but it's built by speaking more often. And that's what I want to get you guys doing today. So most programs, they teach grammar first. I'm just going to be honest with you. You're going to learn about verb conjugations. You're going to learn about grammar rules and why we have the things we do, but that's not going to build up your confidence. The Lucas method teaches you confidence first. I need you to start speaking. When you speak, you can hear your own voice, finally have a voice in Spanish. All right? Who's ready? Who's ready to learn Spanish with me? Because we're about to practice speaking, okay? Because that's what's about to happen. I'm about to give you a phrase to where you're going to practice this in real time right now, okay? And if you're in the Zoom with me right now, you get to practice inside of our breakout rooms. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. If you're on TikTok right now, you can practice in the chat. Don't you worry. We'll practice and have you guys go back and forth and reply to each other, okay? All right. So you're going to ask this question, and this is what I need you to do. I need you to look at this phrase, the person A, and you're going to ask, what is your favorite food? You know, I'm a foodie over here. I love eating me some comida mexicana. I love Mexican food. Okay, I can eat every day. I had tacos last night. That's how much I love Mexican food. Okay, I made my own little carne asada tacos with my lechuga, mi tomate, mi salsa, toda la cosa, right? And so this is how we say it in Spanish. I want every single one of you guys inside of our Zoom right now to unmute yourself. I need to hear your voice. I need you to hear your own self. Speak Spanish now. I'm going to say it in Spanish so you can hear how it sounds. And then we're going to break it down one word at a time. Ready? Here we go. ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita?
¿Cuál es
tu
comida favorita?
Muy bien. Now, cuál, when you say cuál, it's like our English, you know, like a koala, right? Koala is like koala, right? So, cuál es tu comida favorita. Comida
favorita?
Very good. Give yourselves a hand. Yes. Put in the chat right now. Put in the chat. ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita? Which simply means what is your favorite food? You have to practice it. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Practice writing it because your brain is now saying, "Ooh, this is important. I better write it down." How many of you guys have thought about something on your grocery list and you're like, dang, I better write this down before I forget it, right? Well, that's what's happening in your brain. Okay? ¿Cuál es tu comida? Okay, very good. So that was the first part of the phrase, okay? Person A. Okay, that's person A. You're saying, ¿cuál es tu comida favorita? What is your favorite food? Guess what phrase 2 is? You're now responding because we're doing the C in the Lucas system. We're communicating effectively. Okay? So mute yourself. Everybody mute yourself. Mute, mute, mute. Mute, mute, mute. Mute, mute, mute. All right. Now this second phrase here is my favorite food is. Now, can you see a connection happening? If somebody says, I want you to ingrain in your mind that comida is food. Favorita is favorite. You already know favorite, right? Because it's in English. Okay. So if somebody says comida, I want you to know that that means you need to repeat after them what they just said. So you could say something like this. My favorite food is, right? Which is mi comida favorita es. Okay. Say with me. Mi comida favorita es. And then what you're going to do is you're going to plug in that thing, whatever it is. Okay. I got some pro tips right here. I got tacos, hamburguesa for a burger, pasta, ensalada for a salad, carne, papas fritas. I know Isaiah likes papas fritas. He told me he likes papas fritas. Okay, so mira, this is what you're going to say. Unmute yourself, and I want everybody to tell me, how do you say my favorite food is? Just say that part in Spanish. Ready? Uno, dos, tres. Go, go, go. Right now.
Pollo.
Muy bien. Very good. Awesome. That was perfect, you guys. Now what I want you to do is plug in that thing. A lot of you guys already plugged in what that food was. Was it nachos, burritos, pollo, arroz con pollo, right? Was it frijoles? Was it ensalada? Was it pasta? Was it burger? Hamburguesas? Was it papas fritas? Whatever that thing is that you like to eat, Guess what? You just plug it in, right? Plug it in. How simple was that? Put in the chat right now if you're like, what? That's it. That's all. This is how you can start a conversation. Uh-huh. ¿Quesadilla de qué?
Quesadilla,
Who's that? Crystal or Leah?
Pollo enchiladas.
Enchiladas de pollo, right? Enchiladas de pollo.
Pollo enchiladas. Chicken enchiladas.
Okay, so enchiladas de pollo. Say it with me. Enchiladas
Enchilada
de pollo.
de pollo.
Perfecto. Give her a hand. I love it.
Yay.
I should be knowing this a lot better because my dad's mother is Dominican, but
See?
he never wanted us to learn.
You see? And sometimes that happens. And that's what we call a no sabo kid, meaning that maybe your parents or your grandparents knew the language, right? But for some reason, you did not get taught this language, right? And I want to tell you, there's still hope for you. There's hope for you. And majority of every single one of you guys have a chance to finally get fluent in Spanish. I've been able to help so many adults get fluent in less than 90 days through my proven Lucas method that I just shared with you all my secrets right now. I just gave you everything right now. Okay.
My
And
biggest
so
contribute to that is I'm teaching Spanish and Black children 5 and up and their parents how to swim this summer.
See, you're doing your
Teaching them how to swim. Because I've been swimming since I was 3.
Nadar.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. All right. Are you guys ready? Take a screenshot of this. Those that are inside of our Zoom right now, you guys are going to practice this. Somebody's going to be person A. The other person's going to be person B. You're going to ask, ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita? And then the other person's going to say, Mi comida favorita es. And then they're going to say, taco, hamburguesa, ensalada, right? Carne, papas fritas, whatever it is that you like, okay? Find it in Google Translate, whatever you like, and then plug it in, all right? How many guys ready? How many guys ready? Let's go. I'm going to go ahead and set up your breakout rooms. You got 1 minute, literally 1 minute to share. So go ahead and get excited to be in a room with somebody you don't even know. That means there's no judgment, right? No judgment for you being able to be in the room with them, okay? I was going to put you in the breakout rooms, but because of time, I want to make sure that I give you guys access. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to give you guys access to each other right now inside of our main room. Okay. So I want you to pick one person inside of the chat right now, and I want you to type their name. Okay. Because of time's sake, I only want to take 10 seconds. Okay. That's all I want to do. 10 seconds each. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the name, pick one person inside of our Zoom, and I want you to ask that question. ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita? Okay. Put in the chat, and then the other person will respond back to them in the reply section. Okay. In the reply section. Same with TikTok right now. If you're on TikTok, I want you to put ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita? And then I want you to reply to somebody in the chat and put Mi comida favorita es. And then you're going to put the thing that you like. Okay. Pick one person right now and ask the question. Ready, set, go. Right now. Go. ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita? ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita? Pick one person right now, just like I just did right here. You can copy and paste my phrase right here and then choose one person inside of this Zoom. Look at the name. Somebody you do not know. Just put at or send them a private message. That's okay too. You can do that in here in the Zoom. But we're going to do that just for the sake of time, okay? I want you guys to be able to have the opportunity to see how this works, okay? See, like Mimi and Dallas are speaking. Perfecto. Look at this. And now I can look and see who's talking to who. I love this. Perfecto. Muy bien. All right. Very good. Look at it. Tika talking to Dallas. Dallas, you need to respond. Okay. Sophia talking to Tika. Tika, you got to respond. Kesmet, who are you talking to? Oh, there we go. Kesmet talking to Tika. There we go. Okay.
How you doing?
You got this. Crystal, who we talking to? Crystal, who's the person you're talking to? Put at and the person you're talking to. ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita? Look at Rona is talking with, who is that? Kesmet. Perfecto. Mi comida favorita es pizza. That's what Rona said.
I can't
I
figure
love
out
it.
how to do it.
I love it. Dallas said, good. ¿Cuál es tu okay. Dallas. That's that shredded beef we were talking about, huh? Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Somebody's learning. Somebody's learning. Have we ordered our food yet at the restaurant? Have we done our homework yet? Have you done it? Have you ordered your food yet at the restaurant? Not
No.
yet? Todavía no. All right, you still got time. All right, perfecto. Awesome. How was it being able to communicate? Sorry, you guys, there's something in my eye right now. Crazy. Not right now. Okay. Look at that. Kesmet and speaking to Sophia. Sophia, look at deliciosa. Deliciosa, right, Sophia? Deliciosa. We're talking about the comida, right? La comida deliciosa. If you talk about tacos by itself, you can say deliciosos. Add that S on the end. That would be perfect. Okay? Perfecto. Perfecto. How was that, you guys? How was that being able to write it and to say it, right? Out loud. Was that good? Was that good? Put it in the chat right now. Put it in the chat. Let's go.
Like that.
5.2%.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's go. We're going to mute. Look at that. And guess what? Can I tell you something that is really key to learning a language? Is a lot of people look over the fact that biliterate people are much more successful in learning a language and becoming bilingual. When you know how to read and write it, it makes even more sense when you speak it because you'll have this visual picture of the actual phrase. Does that make sense? So go ahead and you guys put in the chat right now how excited you were to say that particular phrase, and now you're going to use it outside of this class. Put in the chat. Are you going to be one of those ones, Kesmet, Crystal, Sophia? Are you going to finally ask somebody in Spanish? Can you? Qué bueno, qué bueno. Great. So this was our activity. I wanted to show you something that a lot of people struggle with, and that's finally speaking the language and applying that language in real time. Okay. So the goal for you guys right now is to realize that you are not alone. You are not alone in this language learning journey. You are literally at the right place at the right time with the right teacher that's going to get you to the fluency promised land. And you can finally do it as an adult, as a grown up. And I know sometimes we think, oh, well, I'm just going to, learn this language. Maybe it's too late for me. I'm, up in age. I don't know if I can do it. Can I tell you? Adults are the best students I've really had. I've taught from preschool all the way to adults as a college professor. So I've taught everything in between as well. And when I tell you my best students are the ones that are the grown-ups, okay, that literally know how to balance life and language together, okay? And so I'm proud of you guys because guess what happened? You did it. Lo hice, you're going to say. Put it in the chat. Lo hice. Put it in Spanish. Say, I did it. Lo hice. How are you guys so excited about that? That you finally were able to have a conversation. You were able to put that phrase, what is it that you like? That's your favorite food. And then answer, right? You can speak Spanish easy. And I think that's where a lot of people think that Spanish has to be hard. It doesn't. Okay. It's not difficult. 30 minutes ago, you weren't sure you could even speak Spanish, but here you are, right? You were afraid of making mistakes. You were translating in your head, right? But right now you spoke Spanish out loud. You understood the other person, right? And you completed a real conversation and got confident all at the same time. So I did it. Lo hice, whatever you feel comfortable with in English or in Spanish. Lo hice, because that's something to be proud about. And you're not the only one. Look at this. We got Sandra and Nakia. We got JJ and Jazz and Darlene and Brittany and Abriana. These are some of my students that I've been able to teach and finally get them fluent for their world. And this is your turn now. Okay. You have the chance to finally be on the bandwagon with you learning a language the easy way. So what happens next? Every Spanish learner eventually chooses one of these two paths. The first one is you could just, learn alone. Okay. You should just say, wow, that's a great class. He's doing a great job getting people fluent in Spanish, right? And you can keep doing what you've always done. Get on that language app, buy that next workbook that's about grammar, right? Go and binge watch YouTube videos about verb conjugations. You can feel inspired by today, practice a few days of what I taught you, and then life does what? It gets busy, right? You lose the confidence and you start the process all over again. And this is where most people stay. But there is a different path you can take today, okay? I want you going to bed tonight, and I want you thinking about Speak Spanish Easy. I want you saying, I can't believe there's finally a way that I can get fluent in Spanish. I found it out today, and my life will never be the same. Okay. Because what do we do in Speak Spanish Easy? We practice every day. We're intentional. We speak it every week. We get coaching. We stay accountable and we become conversational. And this is how confidence in our Spanish speakers are created. Okay. So you have these two paths that you can go down. But I want you to be honest with me, literally right now. I need you to be so honest because I've been honest with you. Okay. I've been honest with my story. I've been honest with my people. Okay. Did you speak more Spanish today than you did yesterday? Did you speak more Spanish than you did yesterday? Not study Spanish. Okay. Because you might have studied Spanish, but you didn't speak it. Right. Look at all these C's. Did I keep my promise to teach you something today? Put in the chat. See if you see that I delivered on my part. I am the teacher that taught you and you were my student. Did I deliver? Right? Or did I just act like a clown here and was like, no, you came to a master class to learn how to speak Spanish. Okay. And that's what we're doing today. I see the C's. I see the C's right now. Well, do you want to know how my students go from freezing to speaking? Okay. Do I have your permission to show you right now? It's going to take about 10 minutes for us to be able to go through this, but put in the chat right now. Put yes in the chat if that's okay with you. Just put it in the chat because I've been working on something behind the scenes because I am in max capacity right now. Okay. So I want to give you something that has been a proven method to finally get people to feel confident to speak Spanish. All right. I see the C's coming in. Thank you so much. I see them. Muchas gracias. I see them on TikTok. Put C in the chat if you're ready to hear what I have prepared that has been proven for people that are going to the Dominican Republic, like being the only person from their family group speaking Spanish, ordering their cerveza, okay, their beers, their drinks, their foods, okay, and their family members looking like, ¿es posible? ¿Es possible? Right? That you are speaking Spanish. Well, let me tell you, welcome to the complete Speak Spanish Easy Fast Track course. Let me tell you, this right here has been the game changer. This is the first phrase system that I've put together for busy adults speaking without grammar rules, without flashcards, without waiting until you feel ready. And guess what the part that I love so much about this is for a lifetime. You literally are going to buy this once and it's yours forever. How many of you guys have gotten courses and they're like, you got a 30-day, window to use this. You got 60 days, you got 90 days and we cut it off access, right? Imagine having a self-paced course that you could spend about 15 to 20 minutes a day on to where you're learning the exact phrases that are in this book, okay? That you can finally say yes to yourself. You can finally say, I want to learn this language, but you're going to have to learn it through my method. You're going to have to learn it through phrase first method, and you're going to speak Spanish from day one. How many of you guys feel excited about this? That there's finally something that if you're the most busiest person where you work 12-hour days, 16-hour days, but when it's 3:00 in the morning, your time, okay, and I'm over here sleeping, okay, but you want me to teach you, guess what? You could just pop in this course and you can just learn all you want, right? And let me tell you, this has been the proven method through my 7 modules. I put everything that has been successful for my students to get them fluent in less than 90 days. And I've condensed it into these 7 modules. Look at this. The first thing I'm going to teach you is about the Spanish mindset makeover. We kind of dipped into it a little bit in this masterclass. This is where you stop the freezing before it starts. And I teach you how to change your mindset of how you approach language learning. The second module is I teach you about the Lucas phrase first foundation. Okay. You learn the phrases and not the rules. The third module we go over is pronunciation mastery. How many of you guys wish that you could pronounce the words in Spanish so people think you've been speaking Spanish your whole life, right? But you don't want to sound like an American, right? And so I teach you how to pronounce words with different types of trabalenguas and activities to where you're now waking up your tongue to speak in Spanish. The fourth module is the real world phrases that matter. I'm going to teach you how to order food from a restaurant. I'm going to teach you how to tell time. I'm going to teach you numbers from 0 to 1,000 in 30 minutes. You're going to be able to say 4-digit numbers in Spanish through my proven Lucas method. And in 30 minutes, you could be able to negotiate anywhere when you go shopping. Okay. But module number 5. This one I love because it's the conversation starters where you never go blank, okay, on the first line. You know exactly what to say to start a conversation and to end a conversation. Module 6 is about holding your own. What does that mean? We're going to keep that conversation going. How many of you guys have started a conversation and you're like, ooh, what do I say next? I have no idea. Guess what? I gave you all of the phrases on how to keep a conversation going so that they think that you're fluent. Okay. And then module number 7 is speaking in the wild. That means if you want to learn Spanish for work, you want to learn Spanish for traveling, for community, guess what? You're not just learning about Spanish anymore. You're now learning how to speak it. How many of you guys are excited about this right now? How many of you guys are like, oh my gosh, like I've been needing this my whole entire life. Like all I'm going to do is just order food from a restaurant. Like all I'm going to do is know my numbers in Spanish all the way to 1,000 easily. Like I'm going to do that, right? Well, guess what? This right here, this fast track course is for you. Okay. Now let me be clear though. Okay. About who this works for. Okay. Because some of you guys that are in here, it may not be for you. Okay. But you took Spanish in school 10 years ago and remember almost none of it. Okay. This course is for you. You have a Spanish minor and you still freeze at the taqueria counter. Okay. To try and order your food. Okay. This is for you if you've never studied a word in Spanish in your life and you're like, I'm just a beginner. Is this okay? Is this advanced Spanish? No, it's not. Okay. This is beginner Spanish. Okay. This is for you if you have burned money on a monthly basis to Duolingo, Babbel, Rosetta Stone, and you still are not fluent. This is for you if you need Spanish for work tomorrow, not just someday, okay, but for tomorrow. Like you want to speak to your students, your patients, your clients, your customers, okay? And this is for you if you're traveling in the next 12 weeks and you want to actually talk to people in another Spanish-speaking country, okay? And if you've ever gone quiet, you knew the words. This is built for you, made by us for you, okay? Because I know what it feels like to be outside of a conversation. Here I am, a Black woman speaking Spanish. When people look at me, they assume I don't speak Spanish, okay? Pero cuando estoy hablando en español, they're just now amazed, right? I want them to be amazed by you right now. You're in that same category. You better wow them, but you got to know all the phrases, okay? Now, I would do it, but I don't even have the time. If that's you, let's just talk about this elephant in the room, okay? What do you think it takes? It's not going to take night classes, twice a week, an hour, flashcards a day, right? Years before you even say a word or a trip to a Spanish-speaking country. This is what you've heard, right? But what it actually takes is about 15 to 20 minutes of your day. Short lessons where you can do this in the car line, right? You're speaking out loud from module 1 and you're having a phone and you're having that willingness to sound imperfect. You already have the time. Don't tell me you don't have time. Okay. I have students on here that are in our school community right now, and they take 1 to 2 minutes every single week to do their weekly homework. And that doesn't take as long, right, as spending time on a language app that you don't even know how to talk to, right? And so ultimately it comes down to what are you getting inside of this? So I'm going to break it down just a little bit more of the basics of what you see. You have that 7 core training modules. How many of you guys are excited that you have a plan? You have a plan to finally get to the finish line, right? 7 modules. That means this could take you what? 2 months, 3 months? And you're literally like finishing this course on your own time. Hours of training are broken into short lessons that you can finish before you even finish your lunch break. Okay. This is every module ends with saying something out loud and not filling out a worksheet. Okay. And then it's built on the Lucas phrase method that I've used for 20 plus years. Now, just this part alone is $497 value. Okay. That's included inside of the Fluency Fast Track. Now, this whole system, not a sample. This is not a preview. Okay. This is the whole thing. You see all this right here? You get all this right here that you see on the right side. Okay. Of this PowerPoint that you see. So here's what you get. So far, you're getting the 7 core training modules. Okay. Which is the $497 value. So that part right there is by itself $497. The unlimited access to every video session, you're going to rewatch the lesson as many times as you want and take your time ingesting the information, because I know life be lifing, okay? It gets busy. You're off for 3 weeks and you're like, what was I supposed to be doing again? Go back to what I was teaching you, okay? And new students pay full price for this. I just want to tell you, but you're going to get this for life, okay? Now this access is $297 that you have unlimited access to this video course that I've given. Okay. The next thing, now it's already running. Look at $794 that we are already putting inside of our bank right now. Okay. Imagine going to the store with me. This is what your receipt says. Okay. $794. All right. The third thing is the private members portal access. You're not even hunting anymore for emails from me, bookmarks, okay, about this course. You literally are getting every module, phrase list, template, video that's organized inside of your own dashboard. And you can work on your phone. You can practice on your laptop, and it fits right into your world. Okay. Now this member portal is $197 because how many of you guys want things easy? You don't want to have to miss it and think, where did I put that again? Right? I already have it set up for you. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay. So we're going to add that to our list here. And that runs us now to $991. $991. Okay. We're going to be speaking Spanish here too. Okay. The fourth thing is the real world Spanish phrase library. This is where I teach you about ordering and paying and asking how much and telling someone when you will be there. How many of you guys are excited about that part? How many of you guys are excited about finally learning phrases and time and number and money and all of that? Put in the chat right now if you're like, yes, I've been waiting for that. Like, can I have that? Yeah, this is what it's all about with organizing real life situations. Okay. And not by verb tense. That's not going to help you on the scale of trying to communicate. It's the exact phrases that my students report using at work within the first month. Now, this is all included for $147 value, and that's part of it as well. I am literally over delivering to you right now. The things that I put together is just, to me, I feel like it's a lot. Okay. It's a lot for what you're about to get today. Okay. You will stop memorizing Spanish. You never say out loud. Okay. Look at where we're at now. That's a running total value of $1,138. Okay. If you guys have said to yourself, I cannot believe that people will pay this much money to be a part of her world where they are paying to get fluent. If you said to yourself, I would just want to be fluent in Spanish, guess what? $1,100. Okay. You will pay that for a flight. Okay. You can get yourself somewhere, right? Well, guess what? That's how much is running so far. Not only that, look what else I'm adding. The Spanish mindset makeover training I was telling you about. Why your brain goes blank in mid-sentence. I'm going to teach you about how to reset that so that you can stop doing that. And also I'm going to show you how to be okay with sounding imperfect until you can really understand your own voice in Spanish. And then really change your belief system as a student to know that everything's going to change once it all clicks together. Now, this mindset training is something that's missing inside of our Spanish teaching world. No one's teaching to your mind. They're only teaching you the language. My goal is to teach your mind so you now become renewed. In the Bible, it says that we renew our mind. We're transformed by the renewing of our minds, right? In Romans 12:1. And so that's what we're doing right now. We need to renew it so that we can say, what? I don't even think the same way when it comes to Spanish. And that mindset training I have is $197 value, just that alone. And that's included today. How are you guys excited about that? That you're not only changing your tongue, but you're changing your mindset, right? At the same time. I'm going to add that to the list as well. Okay. That was the $1,300 has gone up to. Now let's go to the part where people are like, you gonna help me sound like a native Spanish speaker? Well, yes, I am. Well, yes, I am. We got the whole complete pronunciation mastery system. That means when you're walking out of this module, this part right here, you're gonna sound really good and you're not gonna be misunderstood ever again because you're gonna sound like a native speaker. You're going to hear it. You're going to repeat it. You're going to compare it. And so you feel really close to being like a native speaker. And this pronunciation is over $247 value that I feel is something that is a game changer when people are starting to finally learn Spanish. How do you guys think, well, I'll just need to learn Spanish, but what if you say it wrong? What if you pronounce it wrong? You're not having a conversation anymore, right? And so the phonetics is something that you really truly need to understand is a part of it, but we need to know how to listen and copy, right? Listen to copy what we're listening to. Now, nothing kills confidence more than como, right? Which means what? So if somebody says como to you and you're saying something in Spanish, they're not going to hear what you're saying because you're not speaking correctly. Okay. So that's where I come in with this pronunciation mastery system. So we're going to add that. That's now $1,582, you guys. Okay. Look at this. I cannot believe it myself. I'm giving all this away. Team, what have you done? Literally, my team has put this together for me, and I cannot believe this is all the stuff that we're doing. Okay. So we have a running total value of $1,582, and we're not done yet. Okay. Look at what else is going on. We got conversation starter templates. How many of you guys want to learn how to start a conversation? Filling in the blanks, learning how to talk in this language, but travel and talking to your neighbors, the small talk. It's all in there. You get this. It's all part of it. $97 value. It's all included. You can print them out. You can screenshot it. You can keep it on your phone when you're out and about, and you can practice these phrases that I'm going to give you, because this is where the hardest part is starting a conversation, right? So that's what I'm adding for $97. And then the other thing that I think is so important is having your personal Spanish dashboard. Okay. You see exactly what you need to do. No more, where was I inside of the course? It's right here. And that is $147 value. And I love this for you because I know I've bought many courses and I don't know where they are, to be honest. Okay. But for you, I have it all set up on a dashboard where you can automatically go straight to it and it can save where you're at and you can go at your own pace. Now, how are you guys excited right now that this is $1,826 of value that I'm giving you right now, but we're not done yet. Okay. Put in the chat right now. You're like, dang, I'm getting all this. What's happening? How are you like giving it all away to me for so little, right? Because right now I can't do all that. Okay. I can't do all that, right? That I know exactly. Like I see that, Constant. I see you. I can't do all that. Right? I got bills to pay. I got things I got to do this month. Well, let me tell you, you get something that a lot of people are really struggling with. It's where do I go when I'm not with you or with the course? This is what you are doing. Profesora Chris, AI tutor. Okay? AI tutor. You get to have me 24/7. How exciting is that? You literally get to practice at 6 a.m. in the morning, 11 p.m. tonight. Okay? Whenever you want, 10 times. 50 times, it doesn't matter. I'm here for you. It's right here for you to help you. Now that right there, if you have a question that you think is dumb, you can ask her. Okay. She'll be able to answer. Okay. I set her up specifically to sound like me, to know, what your problem is and to know not to tell you no grammar rules and no verb conjugations. Okay. She's literally going to talk to you the way that I talk to you right now. Okay. It corrects you the way that I would. Okay. With my Lucas phrase first method that I told you about today. Now that bonus is $297 just by itself, but it's yours free when you join today. How many of you guys excited right now that you get to have me for 24 hours of the day, 7 days a week? Okay. Cause there's only one of me. Okay. So I had to clone myself. Okay. That's what you get. You'll never have to wait for another class to practice again. Your tutor is awake whenever you are, right? How exciting is that for you? I love this. So we're going to add that as well. Okay. Now, I put everything together here. As you can see, it's $2,123. And you're not paying that today. Okay. Nobody's paying that today. You do not have to open up your credit card right now or your debit card and pay this amount. Okay. But before I tell you anything else, let me ask you 3 questions. Tres preguntas. I'm going to ask you. Ready? I want you to put C in the chat right now. I just want to see my audience right now. First question. If all this course did was get you speaking Spanish out loud your first week and nothing else, would that be worth $2,123? and you were speaking out loud in Spanish. Would that be worth it? $2,123? Let me know in the chat. I see the C's popping up. You're like, yeah, okay, C. I love it. Let's see. Question number 2. If all it did was stop the freeze, if you freeze all the time when you're trying to speak Spanish, so you never go boink again when someone speaks to you in Spanish, would that be worth it? Put it in the chat right now. Put C right now if you're like, yes, I would never freeze again. That's what you're telling me? Yes. Put C in the chat right now. You are now in control of every conversation, regardless of what is being spoken to you. Okay. Well, let me tell you guys, this last question, I need to know, because some of you guys, this is going to be the game changer right here. If all it did was let you have one real conversation with a patient, with a coworker, or your neighbor, would that be worth it? Would that be worth it? Put C in the chat right now. I see you, Jose. Put C in the chat right now if that would be worth it. Look at all these C's. You see all these C's in the chat? You're like, yeah, C, Stacy, Tika, Sophia. Yes, Anthony. I see it. Yes, perfecto, muy bien. Well, guess what? Guess what? When it comes to you guys going to that next level, you have a choice, 2 choices. I was just in a sermon this past Sunday with my pastor, and he said, choose wisely. Okay. You could either be like Jonah and you could be disobedient. Okay. And you could choose the wrong way and have to pay for the consequences later. Okay. Or you could choose the right way. Okay. And get the results that you need. Right? So you have these 2 choices. The choice 1 is you can close this presentation right now. Okay. Go back to the app that you never made, that never made you speak in Spanish. You can still freeze for the next 6 months. Okay. You can use the same excuses, the same silence, and the same results. And you can pay full price later if the course is even open. Okay. That's choice number 1. Okay. Choosy this day. Choice number 1. Okay. Or you can choose number 2. You can start today. Okay. You can start today. Not for $2,000, but look, for $197 for lifetime access, you guys. You get to have me for lifetime. Para siempre. Okay. You have instant access to 7 modules tonight. Literally after this masterclass, you can start learning Spanish with me. Okay. You can speak your first real phrase this week coming up. You can get your AI tutor ready whenever you're ready to start speaking. And guess what? $197 once. Okay. Not every single month, just once for your life. 30 days to change your mind. Let me tell you something. This right here is the game changer for people. So go ahead, put in the chat right now, put I'm in. Put I'm in. If you're like, yes, I'm ready to go. Where do I go? Where do I go, profesora? Put in the chat right now. If you're like, where do I go? What do I need to do to get my course right now? Let's go. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Let me tell you right now, you are going to speakspanisheasy.com that you see right here. I'm going to put it in the chat right here. I see the C's. I'm going to give you the link right now. Those that sign up right now get access to all of those benefits that I mentioned to you earlier. Okay. Go to speakspanisheasy.com. Get inside. We're going to celebrate you right now. We're going to let you know that you are welcome here. Okay. And this is going to give you access to not just the course, but I'm going to do something really special for you guys. I really am. I feel like a lot of you guys really struggle with your confidence, and I want to give you guys an opportunity to go to that next level. So go ahead and click on this link that you see right here, speakspanisheasy.com, or hover over this QR code that you see right here. This is going to be the game changer for you. Yes, you probably tried high school Spanish. You didn't get fluent. Yes, you probably tried language apps and you're still not fluent. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're not going to get the results you're needing. This is the last step to Spanish fluency, and I have proven it time and time again with the students that I've taught. And you're going to be able to hear from some of them today, okay? So let's just do a review real quick. Your complete fast track bundle looks like this. Let me tell you, there's 2 ways you can pay. The 7 modules. You get the unlimited access to every video session. You get the private members portal access. You get that real world Spanish phrase library. You also get the Spanish mindset makeover. You get that pronunciation mastery system. You also get that conversation starter template. And don't forget about your personal Spanish dashboard. And of course, the bonus of having me 24/7 with my Professor Chris chat AI that is specific for your needs. So go ahead and choose which one works best for you, which is paying the full $197 today, which you're going to get some great bonuses after this, or you'd rather split it up into 3 payments of $74. I want to be just open and candid to let you know that I care about you and I don't want money to be a hindrance to you getting fluent in Spanish. So go ahead and pick which choice works best for you and go to speakspanisheasy.com right now because it's about to change your life. You're going to get an email with everything that you need inside of this course. And I can't wait to congratulate you and welcome you inside of our Fluency community. It's going to be amazing. Go ahead, put in the chat right now. Put I'm in. Put I'm in if that's you. I'm in. I'm going to go ahead and take my AirPods off right now. And I want to get connected. Bueno, Tika, go ahead and share with us a little bit about your journey with Speak Spanish Easy. What's been happening with you?
Well, I first saw Professor Chris on TikTok about 2 years ago. And of course, like she said, life was lifing. So I was putting it off, knowing very well I wanted to be able to speak Spanish. So fast forward, we moved to Norfolk, Nebraska about 2 years ago. Yeah, almost exact. 2 years ago. August 2nd was 2 years ago that we moved here, and this community is heavily stacked with Spanish speakers, and I felt like an outsider. Every time we go to Walmart, people are speaking Spanish. Even today, a young man was speaking Spanish, but it's a different outcome today than it was when we first got here 2 years ago. But I mean, it's everywhere, in the parks, in the stores, in my son's school. He has some friends, Enrique and another kid in his class that speaks Spanish. It's everywhere. And I said, I have got to get on this. But again, I kept putting it off. So my husband now works with 2 young men who speak Spanish, and he knows that I was really wanting to learn myself. And at the beginning of this summer, he said, "You know what? Whoever can speak the most Spanish in this house will get $500." And I was like, "That's no fair. You work with Spanish speakers, so you should be the one killing it." I said, "But you know what? When people talk money and bet me money, it changes everything." So I said, "You know what? Game on." I knew exactly who I was going to reach out to, because just like this masterclass today, I watched one and I said, shoot, she had me saying phrases that same day. I just didn't practice. So I knew I was coming back to speak Spanish easy. And let me tell you, for my fellow VIP students and family in here, I won that $500. I got paid. Yes, my son, he's 8 years old. Yes, I told him we split the money, but I joined the Speak Spanish Easy community, and straight out the gate, I started practicing, because that's where the magic started happening. This Lucas system, it works. A disclaimer, I am not paid to say what I'm saying. This coming straight off the hip. I was practicing. I've been putting in the work. And when I say putting in the work, I'm not saying I spend hours and hours and hours. It is not like that at all. I literally went to Dollar Tree and got these little scented strips that cost like $1. I don't know if y'all can see them. You get a pack of them. And I started putting them all around the house. I take my book with me everywhere I go. I did purchase the book. And I understand. I totally understand. They were talking about curtains yesterday in Walmart. The lady was saying she couldn't decide which curtain. So when she was like, "Mira, aquí," she was saying here. And she was saying, "Look." I was like, "Oh my God, I know what she's saying." And the guy today was speaking so fast. It had to be his wife on the phone. And he was telling her, "Where? I'm in the store. I don't know where to go." I said, She need to get up here and help this man find this stuff." And I swear we're getting it. We are getting it. I mean, really, literally. Cada día me segura más hablando español. I mean, every day I feel more confident that I'm learning. Seriously, we are getting it.
I love this. Let's show some love to Tika right now. Put in the chat right now if you were blessed by her sharing her testimony. Put in the chat if you're like, what? This is a real person, just like me. Spanish. She's able to listen to the language being spoken and understand what people are saying, right?
Yes, and ordered our food in a Mexican restaurant. Dallas, come on. I got you.
That's
He
it.
coach you because it'll help me.
You
So
know that's his homework. Es tarea.
it
Yes.
was mine too.
Yes, perfecto, perfecto. Awesome, awesome. I love that testament. I can hear that every single day, just hearing how you have really progressed in your language learning journey. So thank you so much, Tika. Muchas gracias to you for all of your hard work and dedication and for you plugging in to the phrases, right? So everything that is inside of the course, guess what? The book. Okay. When you register for college, right? Class, you get a course, right? You go through the course, you go through many courses, and then you get a degree. Well, guess what? You get a course, you got to get your books for that course. So this is the same exact system that I put together that get people fluent in less than 90 days. And I can't wait to see you guys on the other side. So if you said to yourself, man, I desire to become fluent, this is your purpose, this is your passion to be able to finally speak Spanish the easy way, then come join us. Come join us. Dallas, do you want to share a little bit about your journey, how you found Speak Spanish Easy and how this has helped you to get to that next level with the confidence of accountability? Dallas, ¿qué quieres decir?
Yeah, I saw you on TikTok. I was roaming and I said, let me listen to this. And what you were saying made a lot of sense. And I can't wait to really get hip deep into it. You know, get rid of this nervousness and be able to speak.
That's right. Because we were speaking Spanish, right? The other week.
Yeah.
We were doing all the things. I was so proud of you, Dallas. Let's give a hand for Dallas stepping out of his comfort zone, about to order his food from a restaurant, okay? He's about to order some shredded beef and some frijoles, some rice, right? Some arroz, all the things, right? If you have signed up right now into our fast track course, I want you to put it in the chat right now. If you have questions, this is your time to ask the questions. I do see the questions being sent to me privately, and I hope you got your answers as well. But let me go ahead and put this on so you guys have this, put this on the screen right now so you guys can see how do you get the fast track bundle, okay, that I've put together. This is specific for people that are busy. They do not have the time, okay, to spend 5-6 hours a day learning Spanish, but they want to learn 15, 20 minutes, the exact strategy that I have taught my students to get fluent in less than 90 days. And so 2 ways you can pay is pay full price, okay, which is $197, or you can split it up into 3 separate payments of $74, okay? I want to make it as easy as possible for people to get lifetime access to the course that I put together that has been the proven system for people to finally feel confident to speak Spanish. Yes. And if you've been with us for a while, this is a great add-on to you as well. So if you're part of our community, I want to invite you as well to get your course. It's just going to elevate you in your confidence to know exactly what to practice when you're outside of our classes and our community. Does that make sense? Yes. I see you, Sophia. Come on, unmute yourself. Tell us what you do, Sophia. She's one of our VIP students. Let's go, Sophia.
Hello. And I've only been a part of the fluency class since June, so just a couple of months. But so far within my journey, Professor Chris has helped me out a great deal. I work in healthcare. I'm a CT technologist, and I've been doing that for 23 years. And just having to be around a lot of Spanish patients, I just want to be able for them to feel comfortable in order to talk to me. And then that way I don't have to always use a translation app or our mobile translation through Word to get someone to translate for me as well as for them. And so I just want to be able to learn Spanish so that way I can communicate with them and they're more comfortable with me. And then so far, I've had some great experiences right out the gate. Professor Chris went over a few phrases with me, and the very next day, I had 3 Spanish patients. So it was like I was on a high for the rest of the day. My coworker gave me a high five. She was excited for me. I was excited for myself. I even texted Professor Chris about my experience. And then just recently, I had it wasn't even my patient. I was just going to drop off some linen in the closet, and I heard the patient say, "Donde está el baño?" And so I was like, "Oh, well, she's asking for where's the bathroom." Even though she wasn't my patient, I knew what she said, and she was teaching my coworker how to say "where's the bathroom" in Spanish. But it caught me off guard because I knew exactly what she said, and I turned around and I repeated what she said. But anyway, it was great because it was just a moment. You know, it may not have been a big deal for the patient, but it was a big deal for me because I knew what she said and understood what she said and knew how to respond back in Spanish, but I didn't because she was just trying to sell it to my coworker. But overall, I've been having some great experiences, and I really do enjoy this community, this class. And I fell off track for about 2 weeks, but I'm getting back on track because life be lifing.
You're never late over here. You're always on time, okay? Just remember that, okay? Whenever you plug in is the right time, all right? It's the right time. We're on a journey. I want you to think about learning Spanish is not about like a sprint, okay? It's literally a marathon. The more you can have that mindset to say, take all the time you need, okay? Take all the time you need. I want you to be okay that time is on your side, right? And don't let that guilt make you feel like you're behind because you're on your own track. Does that make sense? This is your fast track. It could be slow track, it could be fast track, whatever it is for you. And so I appreciate you so much, Sophia, for entrusting me with your language learning journey and even stepping out to finally speak Spanish and listen to it around you. And it's finally starting to click and make sense for you. So muchas gracias. So excited that you're part of our fluency movement. We do have Danny out here, you guys. Danny is in the process. Where you at, Danny? Danny's in the process of getting her course. She is ready to go. Let's go. She is setting herself up. Tell us, Danny, where you are in the process. We want to celebrate you. And we got Mimi. She said she got her book, you guys. Mimi, you got your book? Spanish Fizz is made easy. Yes, she got her book. She's ready to go. I love that for you, Mimi. She's also another VIP student as well. I know you're in the process of getting your course, the Fluency Fast Track. Now, this is for people, if you have been listening to me talk about this, this has been something that I have put together for people that are busy. That means you got jobs, you want to be fluent in Spanish, but on your own time, okay? Let me tell you, this right here, this Fluency Fast Track bundle has been a game changer for adults that are busy and want to spend time when the kids are sleeping. Finally, you can get onto your dashboard, go over your courses, write your notes, and feel confident to finally speak to your customers, your patients, right, in Spanish, and feel like, dang, I'm progressing because I'm doing it at my own pace. This is why I love having this course. When I tell you, yes, we have an amazing fluency community that is excited to meet with one another, but not everybody's schedule is the same. So with this course, it gives you the access to everything, all my secrets right here inside this course for $197, one-time payment, okay, to pay for that. It's this right here is on TikTok Shop. You can get this, Stacy, in TikTok Shop, and you'll be able to get the free audiobook as well. I want to bless you with the audiobook, okay? All right, okay, Danny is with us. Let us know when you are ready to go in. Have you completed your order? Because we want to celebrate you. Danny, thank you so much, Sofia. Muchas gracias. Okay, what makes sense?
I'm here. I'm holding the baby right now. I once I put him to sleep, then
okay,
I'm
no
going to
problem.
do it.
And handle be life, and I'm telling you right here. So she has been with us, and she's seen what I've been doing. Now, what for you? What clicked about this? Obviously, we know you're a busy mama, right? Right now, but what clicked for you to say this is my time and I can do
For
this?
me, for Danny.
For Danny.
Well, remember, I speak Spanish, but I lost a lot of it because my other mom told me I couldn't talk to her when I was a kid. But I lost a lot of it. But I understand, like I know how to read and write, and I
Yes.
speak, but I freeze up and stuff sometimes, so I just need to get more acclimated
Yes.
again.
Well, this is definitely. I cannot
And
wait. You.
Yeah, and I definitely do not. Like even when I went to college, and no shade to anybody, but like I would you cannot be no one other than a Latino or Latino to teach me Spanish. I don't do third party stuff.
Wow, this is such a privilege, you know? Un privilege. I'm glad I made the cut. Okay, then.
You gotta have it. Yeah, you gotta have it in your blood, like I do. So,
Yo tengo todo. Tengo todo.
yeah,
Right? So yeah,
see, mama. Right.
to take a nap. Okay, it's nap time. I totally respect.
Yes.
Go to speakspanisheasy.com. You will be able to get access to all the 7 modules, all the support that you need. And I can't wait for you to book a call so we can go over your fluency strategy goals and get you on your road towards Spanish success. Okay. So muchas gracias. Thank you so much, every single one of you guys that joined me on our Fluency Friday class. How did you guys like it? Put it in the chat right now if you enjoyed this class today and you finally see that there's hope for you, right? Hay esperanza para ti. Okay. There is hope for you to finally feel confident to speak this language. Muchas gracias. I see you. I see you. I see you. My VIPers, you know, we have class next week. Okay. Make sure you're in class so we can go over your homework and go over your phrases for your world. The rest of you guys, thank you for joining us today. We're so excited of where we're headed with our Spanish fluency movement, and we want you a part of it. So go ahead and make sure you sign up. It's right here in the link. Last call. Last call. SpeakSpanishEasy.com is where you're going to go to get your course today. Right here. SpeakSpanishEasy.com. You cannot forget that because we're doing what? We're speaking Spanish easy. All right, you guys, take care. Adios. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Okay, I'll see you in the next class. Adios. Adios, Dallas. Adios, Tika. Adios, Dani. Adios, Sofía. Adios, Teresa. Stacy, Anthony, muchas gracias. Adiós a todos.